Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that according to the World Health Organization, 1 in 5 college students globally experiences mental health disorders, especially anxiety and depression? And have you ever heard the heartbreaking news of a health science student found dead by suicide? This student was known to be high achieving. Her friends revealed that she often felt overwhelmed by academic pressure and high expectations. They may have looked okay on the outside, but clearly, academic achievement doesn't guarantee psychological well-being. And we are now living in an era where brain health is no longer just about IQ, memory, or cognition. It is also about mental well-being and the ability to stay resilient under pressure. And in educational settings, we as lecturers are on the front lines, not only as educators, but also as guardians of the mental health of the next generation. Mental health is an integral part of brain health, and the two are deeply interconnected. You may be wondering how brain health and mental health are connected. Good mental health reflects an optimally functioning brain. Conversely, mental health issues can affect brain function such as emotion regulation, information processing, and decision making. In the emotionally and academically demanding world of health education, mental health issues are often overlooked or seen as merely part of the process. Burnout, chronic stress, depression, and anxiety are very real phenomena in health campuses. A study published by the American Psychological Association found that heavy academic workload is one of the main causes of stress among students. The pressure to achieve high grades, prepare for future careers, and compete with peers often leads students to feel overwhelmed. American Psychological Association report that 61% of students experience high level of anxiety related to academic demands. Academic stress can significantly affect students' mental health and overall well-being. It has a negative impact on their quality of life, academic performance, and clinical competence. Therefore, addressing students' mental health is essential to improving the quality of education and clinical safety. Today, the role of a lecturer goes far beyond just delivering content. Students are not just hard to be felt, but hard to be cared for. We are role models, trusted listeners, and at times safe spaces for students to take shelter from their life storm. So what can we do as a lecturer? We can promote a mentally healthy academic culture by the first becoming more aware and empathetic, recognizing signs of student stress such as withdrawals, skipping classes, or drastic mood changes. And the second, creating safe spaces, classrooms that are not filled with fear or pressure, but instead foster courage to ask, discuss, and even share. And the third, helping build student mental resilience through stress management skill and referring them to professional help when we need it. We can be the bridge that connects students to counselors or psychologists. Campuses should provide accessible counselor, safe spaces, and foster an open culture where stress and depression can be talked about freely. This effort requires active collaboration between academic advisor, peer support, and psychological services. So let's remember, mental health is not solely the responsibility of psychologists, it is a shared responsibility, especially for those of us who are closest to students in their academic lives. Let us begin with small steps. Be a lecturer who is not only present in the classroom, but present in the heart of students. Build an academic culture that is more human, one that supports healing, not just grading. And let's create a learning environment that nurtures not just the brain, but also the soul. Because when students are mentally well, the future of the nation becomes stronger. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.